Good morning. My name is Harry Coughlin. I am the Chief Executive Officer of the Nassau County Local Economic Assistance Corporation, and I have been authorized to hold a public hearing. Today is May 5th, 2020, and the time is now 11:30 a.m. Given the ongoing COVID-19 public health crisis and related executive orders issued by Governor Andrew Cuomo, this public hearing is being conducted using telephone conference and video conference. Participants have accessed this public hearing through a Zoom invitation on the Nassau County Local Economic Assistance Corporation's website at NassauLeak.com or by watching our live stream on our YouTube channel, which can be found at NassauIDALive.org. If you are participating via Zoom, the issuer encourages all interested parties to select the Raise Hand button on your screen if you wish to make a comment. If you are viewing this hearing on a computer, the Raise Hand button is on the bottom of your screen in the middle. If you are viewing the hearing on a tablet, the Raise Hand button is at the top right corner of your screen. Once you select the Raise Hand button, you will have the opportunity to speak when your name is announced. Please note that this hearing is being both live streamed and recorded. You can also view this hearing by going to our website at NassauLeak.com, go to the top of the screen, select Watch Meetings, and you can watch the live stream. Please also note that we do have a stenographer attending this hearing. In addition to being recorded, the stenographer will be transcribing the hearing, so we can add all public records to the file. Interested parties may also submit written comments to the corporation, which will be included within the public hearing record. Public comments will be shared with the corporation board at its meeting at May 7th at 6:30 p.m. Any written comments may be sent to the Nassau County Local Economic Assistance Corporation, located at 1 West Street, 4th floor, New York, 11501, to my attention, Harry Coughlin, Chief Executive Officer, or via email at info@nassauida.org. This is a public hearing to receive public comment with respect to a project of the issuer for the Hagedorn Little Village School, a not-for-profit corporation organized and existing under the laws of the state of New York, and an organization described in Section 501c3 of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 as amended and exempt from federal income taxation pursuant to Section 501a of the code, having an office at 750 Hicksville Road, Seaford, New York, 11783, has requested that the issuer issue its tax-exempt and taxable revenue bonds in one or more series and or subseries in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $6,250,000 through the issuance and sale of presently estimated $3,625,000 tax-exempt revenue bonds, Series 2020A, and $2,350,000 taxable revenue bonds, Series 2020B, for the purpose of paying the cost associated with a certain project consisting of A, refinancing all of the issuer's revenue bonds, Series 2013, issued for the benefit of the institution, outstanding in the aggregate principal amount of $3,800,000, proceeds of which were used to, 1, finance the construction, renovation, equipping, and furnishing of an approximately 23,000 square foot addition to an existing approximately 46,000 square foot building at 750 Hicksville Road, Seaford, New York, 11783, creating a facility with a combined area of 69,000 square feet, consisting of the following uses: A, storage space; B, a library; C, an additional physical therapy and occupational therapy center; D, 3 new speech therapy rooms; E, a second entrance to the school; F, 2 classrooms for early intervention programs; G, space for administrative staff; and H, an additional conference room. And 2, pay for all or a portion of the cost incidental to the issuance of the bonds, including issuance cost of the refunded bonds. B, to refinance the institution's existing $2 million line of credit with TD Bank NA, proceeds of which were used to finance the cost of the institution facility at 750 Hicksville Road, Seaford, New York, 11783, and certain associated startup working capital, and C, funding a debt service reserve fund. if any, and paying capitalized interest, if any, and certain other costs incidental to the issuance of the bonds above being hereinafter collectively referred to as the project costs. The issuer is contemplating providing financial assistance to the institution with respect to the project in the form of: one, issuance of the bonds in an amount not to exceed $6,250,000, including any necessary funds, capitalized interest, and costs associated with issuing the bonds; and two, an exemption from all mortgage recording taxes with respect to any qualifying mortgage on the facilities to secure the bonds. The institution will be the owner and operator of the facilities to be financed or refinanced with the proceeds of the bonds. If the issuance of such bonds is approved by the issuer: one, is it intended that interest on all or portions of such bonds will be excluded from gross income for federal income tax purposes, pursuant to Section 103A of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 as amended? Two, the proceeds of the bonds will be loaned by the issuer to the institution pursuant to a loan or other agreement requiring that the institution or its designee make payments equal to debt service on the bonds and make certain other payments. And three, the bonds will be special limited obligations of the issuer payable solely from certain of the proceeds of the agreement and certain other assets of the issuer pledged to the repayment of the bonds. The bonds shall not be a debt of the state of New York or Nassau County, New York, and neither the state of New York nor Nassau County, New York shall be liable thereon. Notice of this public hearing was posted on the issuer's website. The purpose of this hearing is to provide an opportunity for all interested parties to present their views, both orally and in writing, with respect to the project and/or the granting of the financial assistance. It is requested that remarks be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Please state your full name, spelling, and address for the record. I would first like to ask Mr. Greg Licalzi if he would like to make a presentation on behalf of the applicant.
I can if needed.
Would you like to make a brief presentation on the nature of the project? Anything in addition to what I've already recited?
No, I think Harry, you said everything correct. I think the only thing I wanted to point out to any residents is that there is no new money going into this project, and there's been no construction or any kind of labor on site. It's purely a refinancing.
Thank you, Mr. Licalzi. I would also like to now ask Corporation Chairman Kessel if he would like to make any remarks.
Yes, thank you, Harry. Hello, everyone who I see and those who I don't see. I hope you're having a good day and you're healthy and well. Just to indicate, first of all, I think this is a great project for our local assistance corporation. I want to commend the Hagedorn School for the great work that they do in making several calls to reach out to interested parties. I've heard such good things about the school, and hopefully when COVID begins to fade away, I'd like to come down and visit the school. Hopefully Harry and Danielle and our staff, Catherine, will join me. We'd love to see the school, but I just hear wonderful things about the school and the things that you do, and I commend you for that, and I'm fully supportive of this as chairman of the NCLEAC board. I do just want to indicate that I did reach out to County Legislator Rose Walker, good friend of mine. I did leave a message in her office about this hearing. As well, I spoke to Brian Nevin, who is assistant to Supervisor Joe Saladino, and I let him and the supervisor know about this hearing and about the project. I don't want to speak for them, but they were thrilled. So I did make those notifications personally, and I fully support this project and will recommend so to the NCLEAC board on Thursday night. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Once again, during this video conference, for all persons wishing to make a comment, I encourage you to click the raised hand button on your screen to be heard. Again, if you are viewing this hearing from a computer, the raised hand button is on the bottom of your screen in the middle. If you are viewing this hearing on a tablet, the raised hand button is located on the top of your screen on the right. Please note that this is a moderated call, and at times you may hear me speaking directly to our moderator, Catherine Fee. Is there anyone else wishing to be heard with respect to the project or the financial assistance?
Am I being heard right now? This is John Feingold, the director of the school.
Yes, sir, you are.
I just wanted to thank you and the board for the kind comments and for the support, and to thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you, Mr. Feingold. Catherine, at this time, are we seeing anybody wishing to make a comment?
No, Harry, none at this time.
Thank you, Catherine. On behalf of the issuer, I'd like to thank everyone for attending this public hearing and for their comments with respect to the project and the financial assistance. It is now 11:41 a.m. I now call this hearing to a close. Thank you all. Stay safe. Have a great day.
Thank you.